For several weeks, we've been looking through the Acts of the Apostles and some of the letters written to the early church to try to discover the nature of this Pentecost spirit that has emerged upon the world. What is it like? What does it want? How can you recognize it? Today we take a glimpse back at Matthew's Gospel to look at a rather notable moment in the teachings of Jesus, perhaps to discover a little bit more about what his spirit would indeed look and sound like. Our passage, a brief one, part of that special moment featuring Jesus speaking. It's found in Matthew 23. We'll be reading just a few verses. I'll be reading those words in yellow and invite you to read aloud together the words in white print. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law: justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former.
You blind guides, you strain out a gnat, but swallow a camel.
Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of greed and self-indulgence.
Blind Pharisees, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside also will be clean.
Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of the bones of the dead and everything unclean.
In the same way, on the outside, you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside, you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness.
Matthew's version of ways to make friends and influence people. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may recall it. A scene near the end, the movie is Die Hard. Bruce Willis is the troubled hero. And in this critical scene, Alan Rickman has been forced out through the window of a high-rise building and is falling backward to his demise while everybody watching cheers. It's an incredible gift that some writers, directors, producers, and actors have to make you want very passionately to see someone hurt. It's very creative. All they have to do is paint this character as something of a monster. Cruel, heartless, self-indulgent, willing to hurt innocent people for their own personal gain. To allow children to suffer, or to even kick a dog. Something that just stirs you up and says, I want to see this person hurt. For some of us, we'll watch through a rather dull middle of the movie, just waiting to see this villain get what they deserve. Now, as I understand it, the late Alan Rickman was a rather calm, gentle, caring man. And Bruce Willis is one of the more difficult actors to work with in the industry. But in the movie, Willis is the hero. Rickman is the man we want to see, falling backwards off a high rise to his demise. Is it because it's just the skill of those who create the film, or does it just tap into something that's a part of at least many of us, enough to make that movie a great box office success, as well as the several sequels that followed. I'm not entirely sure, but I'd have to go back and look to see which of the television versions of film or plays about Jesus I saw that portrayed him and his woes to the priests and the scribes and the Pharisees. Surely, was it Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus Christ Superstar or Godspell or some other portrayal that gets them kind of like that? Woe to you! Did I hear it? Did I see it? Did someone just read it to me like that once? But somehow it's in my head. And I wonder if Jesus really was that in your face about it. Or is it just tapping into the part of me that wants to be in the face of people that I don't like? Woe to you! Fill in the blank, right? As if finally I get to embody the righteousness of God, the righteous anger, the righteous judgment. Finally, for this particular moment in time, after a lifetime of mediocre experiences and modest performances, I get to feel like God. I get to be superior for this moment. Woe to you, you hypocrite. It feels good. Let me just say that a few more times. Let me just add a few more lists. I mean, you read through Matthew and it's like, whoa, this is great. Look at all these terrible things he's accusing these people of. It just keeps going and going and going. Obviously, human beings like it because we're so good at it. No matter how we phrase it. Honestly, I think sometimes there are moments when the biggest reason that people love the Bible is because they can pick it up and hit somebody over the head with it. Woe to you, I read in the Bible this verse, and you're a sinner. Feels good, I'm righteous now. But so I'm not doing all that great at work. And the marriage is, don't know what to do about the kids. But right now I feel strong and I feel vital and I feel vibrant and I can speak the righteousness of God. I mean, of course it helps when it's true. Woe to you, you people who just want to look good, who want to feel important, who have totally misunderstood the grace of God. Somewhere, through somebody's dramatics or my own inner self-righteousness, I picked up on this notion that Jesus was just chewing these people out in a way that's never, ever been done before. I grew up and went through Catholic schools, and it wasn't all that unusual to be hit across the hand with a ruler by a nun. This is even better. I get to judge people. But I wonder whether I can escape that inner interest in being so powerful and self-righteous. Maybe this was, even this moment, was more like the Jesus I imagined, sitting down with the children to such belong the kingdom of God. Maybe this is still the same Jesus who embraced his disciples after a miserable failure and just tried to help them feel better and learn a little bit of something. Maybe rather than some righteous judgment, some powerful declaration of just how pathetic you are. Is it possible just for the sake of an exercise in thought that this was more like an intervention, an act of love? Maybe the woe, W-O-E, is really just a woe, W-O-A-H. Just saying, this is where you need to hold your horses. This is where you're moving too far, getting out of line, being inappropriate. This is where you're being self-destructive and you're hurting other people. This is where you missed your mark. And I just think maybe someone needs to look you in the eyes and make sure you hear about it. I mean, that's the way intervention works when it does work in the reality of human families and friends. Bill, I love you, but you gotta quit taking your paycheck to the casino, dude. Your family's in ruins. I know you're hoping for that one big hit that's going to fix everything, but it's just not working out, and everybody around you is being hurt. Jill, you trying to look like this really righteous, caring person, so shallow. Maybe you ought to quit worrying about looking good, and maybe you ought to need to work a little hard at doing good for others. George, only a person that loves you would tell you this. Your priorities are just all messed up. You're not even being the same George I've known my whole life. What in the world is going on? We need to sit down and look at this reality and face the lines. Your life is out of control, dude. Nothing good is going to come of it. And as hard as it is, maybe it's time that we look this reality right in the eyes. Maybe it's time to start solving problems instead of escaping them. Perhaps we've been and perhaps we've known people whose life was out of control because of alcohol or drugs. Perhaps we have been or have known the workaholic who was so driven to do what they felt good at that they were avoiding something they didn't know how to do, like be a father or mother or spouse. Perhaps we've known someone reckless in spending, destined for bankruptcy, if not worse. Perhaps we've been or known someone whose decisions and activity in their sex life seems a bit destructive. Or it's just something that we just don't understand or agree with. Which Jesus is going to show up? That righteous anger of God, you sinner, you. Or is it going to be the friend that we sing about that sits down and says, life's hard. I'm I'm not going to pretend it isn't. Decisions are difficult. Figuring out who you are and what you want and how to get it is sometimes more than we can do alone. Let's breathe. Maybe let's pray. Maybe let's go for a walk. Maybe let's get you into some counseling. Maybe let's just talk. But maybe it's time to quit pretending. Which Jesus shows up? Which one tends to be at work in you? That one that loves to feel superior? You know, we get in those moods and we can pick everyone to pieces. We can find every flaw and failure in anybody. Some people make it real easy. But when Jesus says love your neighbor as yourself, and Jesus says love even your enemy, it doesn't seem to leave us any room to say, it's okay to hate this one. It's okay to feel self-righteous about that one. In fact, this whole group of people over here, they can be my target. God says so. Now, which Jesus is going to show up? The one that loves you, even in your worst moments, even when self-righteousness grips you, even when you knowingly do less than your best. That loving grace of God at work. That some of us still believe can change lives and redeem souls a whole lot more effectively than harsh criticism and self-righteous judgment. Face reality, sure. Let's face reality. Let's help the people we love face reality. Really, let's not pretend that we managed it any better than anybody else. We just get up every day by the grace of God, because of the people who have loved us, the lessons we've learned, and the crisis we've overcome. And those occasional moments that we can't describe as anything but a miracle, we just get up and do the best we can. Not because we're such wonderful people, not because we're such sparkling souls, not because we are so smart and strong and wise, but because somebody has taught us, and somebody has forgiven us, and somebody has loved us, and somebody has shown by example what grace is really about. We've only survived this far because of the people that God's put in our lives. We've only survived this far because of the Jesus that sits down and puts his arm around us and says, we need to talk. By the grace of God, may we each continue to have ears and minds and hearts that are open to hear, to receive, to consider the truth as it comes our way. May we find within us that spirit that overcomes the temptation to stand in judgment. And remember that all human beings are our brothers and sisters, cherished by the God who loves us. Let us pray. Our culture, our lives, our authorities, They've all taught us, God, various lessons about who is inferior and who is unworthy and who should be rejected and ignored because of the color of their skin or the language they speak or the way they look or the people they love or the behavior they display or the politics that drive us crazy. It seems so much easier, oh God, to draw lines and reject others, to stand in righteousness because we found one flaw in somebody else that we don't have. But you've also reached out to love us despite the foolishness, the misplaced priorities, the failures that we experience on a regular basis to even live up to our own values and priorities. You've been teaching us, oh God, to erase those lines, to let compassion rule the day and lead our hearts. And it's because, oh God, you have opened our hearts and minds that we've learned how to love the people who are the most important souls of our lives. If we hadn't loved them, if we didn't love them, would our lives even be worth the living? So continue to teach us, to inspire us, to heal us, to make it possible for us to accept and cherish and love the rich diversity of the people in our lives, to seek to help and not hurt, to seek to restore and redeem and not condemn, to let your Spirit move freely through us. In Jesus' name.